Hello everyone, my name is Frieda and I will be presenting on John Keats' Eve of St. Agnes, stanza 23. Before I begin, I'll just read the passage. Out went the taper as she hurried in, its little smoke and pallid moonshine died. She closed the door, she panted, all akin to spirits of the air and visions wide. No uttered syllable or woe betide, but to her heart was voluble, painting with eloquence her balmy side, as though a tongueless nightingale should swell her throat in vain and die, heart stifled in her dell. So, upon analyzing this passage, a couple of things stuck out to me right away. First, this diction and the use of the words died or died twice in the passage, and also this repetition of her heart, which creates also a bit of an alliterative effect. So right away putting emphasis on two things, both dying and her heart. And it's interesting, so in the second half of this passage, Keats does this simile between her heart and a nightingale, and he uses an enjambment in this. And so I'll just read it again, lines 206 and 207, where he says, as though a tongueless nightingale should swell her throat in vain and die. And the punctuation there really forces you to stop on and die, as well as up here in line 200, the punctuation encapsulates died there. So every time the reader is forced to stop on it. Whereas the enjambment in line 206, it's pulling you along across the line break, and so you're kind of getting the same feeling that Madeline is feeling of her heart swelling in her chest and dying, heart stifled in her dell. So the last thing I want to talk about in this passage is a couple of the words that I looked up in the Oxford English Dictionary, the foremost of which is voluble in line 203, which actually has two meanings. The first in the Oxford English Dictionary is quick or ready of movement, mutable, and the second is fluency or ease of utterance. And I think that's the more appropriate definition because it's also tied in the next line to eloquent. So here it says, her heart was voluble, painting with eloquence her balmy side. And so eloquence, as a reminder, is the action, practice, or art of expressing thought with fluency, force, and appropriateness so as to appeal to reasons or move the feelings. And so it almost creates a personification of her heart, where her heart is this being within her, volubly and eloquently expressing her passions to her. And then as part of this charm, she's stifling it. And so she's hoping to partake in these visions of the Eve of St. Agnes, as it says in line 202, I believe, and visions wide. And so she has her heart expressing eloquently all her feelings, and then her suppressing it as part of this spell. So that's my analysis of stanza 23 of John Keats' Eve of St. Agnes. I hope you guys enjoyed.